Hey, Todd Luongo, Legendary Life co-founder, talking about the No Phone Challenge. Talking a little bit more about the advantages of doing one of these 24 or 48-hour No Phone Challenge sub-challenges. So one of the advantages of going into a local establishment and like asking for recommendations, like actually, or going up to someone on the street and asking for directions, is that you get real, authentic recommendations. And you might think, if you go to Google Maps, if you go to Yelp, if you go to all these different sites, you can get extensive reviews and ratings, and the algorithms are going to show you the best places to go. And that's not to knock those sites. That's partially true, and that's not to say that when you see something 5 stars on one of these sites, it's not good, and if you see something 1 star on one of these sites, it's not terrible. It probably is, but to some extent, a lot of those sites are a little bit gamed and a little bit financially captured. I've owned restaurants in my time, and I can tell you that there's a financial component to those ratings. So the establishments that are paying some of these services advertising to be on their site, they're getting their algorithm adjusted a little bit more favorably than those that may be very good establishments but don't pay advertising. So the people that you see at the top of the results, they're not necessarily, they might be fantastic establishments, but you might be missing out on some other really good, especially small locally owned establishments that might not be able to afford to pay the rating services and to pay the sites advertising, that they kind of get lost in the shuffle, and I don't want to go so far to say like shadow banned from these ratings, but they get pushed down further on the algorithm on some of these sites. So one of the ways to counteract that, and a lot of us these days, everyone's talking about shopping small, shopping local, dining small, dining local, dining independent, things like that. One of the ways to do that is to actually get out into a new town, a new neighborhood, a new village, new city, and start talking to people as opposed to getting on your phone and trying to figure out where to go. So you go into the downtown area or the village square area of wherever you're gonna like do your challenge, and you go into the first coffee shop you see, or you go into the first restaurant, or you stop someone on the street and you ask them for recommendations based on what you want to do. Whether you're looking for a good hike, whether you're looking for a good place to go, a share work site, or a coffee shop, or a good restaurant, or a good attraction, or good theme park, whatever it is that you're out to do. You're talking to people, and you're talking to hopefully locals, and you're getting some firsthand knowledge of some of the best places to go. And if you get to know someone, they might give you some kind of local flavor that might not be showing up on some of these rating sites. So it's another benefit to doing these 24-hour no phone challenges, is it gets you out there, it gets you talking to people, and it gets you kind of outside of the algorithm and really discovering some hidden gems. And not every place might be a gem. Sometimes you go into a place and it was recommended and it wasn't what you expected, and that's okay. You can still have a great experience. It's something that you're gonna have a different experience, and it's something that you'll appreciate even more, because you had to kind of work to find it. Even though maybe it wasn't exactly what you were looking for. So just some little tips on some of these sub challenges. So get out, talk to people, ask for directions again, ask for recommendations. That's part of the fun on these 24 and 48-hour challenges.